Yo, yo, yo. All right, can you guys hear me? It's the real question. Is my microphone even on? Hey, buddy, stop that, please. We are now live. All righty, let's see if this works. Does this work? Does this work? It does work. Hmm. All righty. Share this on YouTube. We're already gone here. All right, guys. So we are live now on YouTube. It's your bag snatcher right here. Again, everything I'll do here will be on a demo account, but we're going to be reading price. The goal is to read price and set expectations. So, what am I expecting looking at these markets here? Well, I think first of all, these highs are in jeopardy. So, I'm being real. I'm going to bump some buys here on NASDAQ. Damn, I missed my buys here, guys. I'm getting some buys here. This allows me, let's go with 2 contracts for a buy. And I will be delayed because the truth is I'm doing other things in the background. Like I have other accounts I'm training. I'm just gonna work finally. Okay. Thank you. For our stop loss right here. How much are we risking there? Great. A little $200 risk. Don't hurt nobody. Okay. Tell a friend that we are live. I'm on a 5 minute chart for a second here. Now, one thing we could struggle to overcome here is a little fair value gap here. That's why I only put a light risk on. And again, whatever I do here is not financial advice. I'm not inviting you to press a single button. It's just me reading price on a demo account. You should not be enticed to trade anything live. I'm gonna read price here. I'm gonna interact with price action. That's it. Um, that's all I want to do today. Do not feel inclined to take any trades. I'm never gonna tell you to place a trade or none of that stuff. So I'm trying to send this to the chat. So bear with me. It's easy, just keep melting one more time. What I was watching was we had a minor on lower time frame, minor break of structure here, very subtle. And I want to see this. I'm just gonna move the stop loss right here. I want to see if I feel like obviously the market has been dropping on Nasdaq. I just want to see if we get a little retracement to knock out these highs here. So I'm really counter trend trading here. So right here, this is what I'm seeing. These trades are tougher. You gotta have a little guts for these ones. Looking back at this trade though, it's probably gonna be harder to play out just because we had this 5 minute fair value gap right in the way. So I anticipate running out lower actually first, and then we'll see if we get any reversal. First try, I just want to place the trade here. See, this count even's working. Again, then I'll be risking any live capital. This is literally me demo trading, interacting with price. Okay, we're just reading price action, nothing else. I need to share the link. How do I share this freaking link with my audience? Texas Heist. Should have named it something. Okay, perfect. All right, so if you join, I can't even see if it's 1-0, whatever. But I'll repeat this. This is not live trading. This is demo trading. All we're doing is interacting with price. And honestly, this trade right here is probably gonna go bad and take me out more than likely because we had a 5 minute fair value gap that was in the way. Okay. So again, this is not an invitation to trade live at all. All right. So Nasdaq. Let me. What I'm watching here. Two things I want to watch is Nasdaq and what's the name? The other one. What's the other one? Nasdaq and gold. So I'm gonna be flipping through a couple of charts. Okay, gold is finally breaking down a little bit. Okay, cool. I like that. I like that. Actually, I like that. Silver is giving us a breakdown here. Cool. Okay. Oh, it's giving us a nice breakdown. I like that. Anything to execute on. Gold. I mean, listen, gold left some lows right here. It's been playing games. I think we're still bearish. What did we do so far? We ran out these highs, and we're since then rejected. So I'm really bearish on gold still. Just to give me a strong reason to sell, which it hasn't given me yet. I was in these cells again. I was playing to you guys later on today, but I was in these cells here from the top all the way down here on gold. It was beautiful. And now price just retraced all the way higher, taking out those that were in the cells. So now we're back up here. My question is, do they want to start taking out those that are buys now? Who do they want to unseat? Looking at silver, silver is pretty obvious what they want to do there. It's a whole nother conversation with silver. But I can see them running prices back lower. Really can. I'm going to be patient here. But it's been a very interesting week. And also, we have news in 2 minutes. So, again, let's see what happens in 2 minutes. This has been ugly price action to a degree. But again, what do we have here on gold? Why am I looking for potential sells here? After this drop, we didn't take out these lows. We took out these, but there's some that left here and here. We sit there and retrace all the way higher, taking out these highs. If we start rejecting, we're likely to come back all the way down here. Perhaps this is fair value gap first. So I'm really watching that to see what we get there. It's on a 5 minute chart. Again, I want to see a structure break. Let's just wait for news play out in the next 23 seconds. So right now it's sitting in the C4 where price can just easily take off from and then go higher. But in my mind, they've already done the damage, right? Those that were sitting here in cells, right? They already seated them. And now who's winning in this trade? Think about is buyers. There's liquidity right here, liquidity right here, liquidity right here, liquidity right here. So this starts breaking down, right? I would love to see it really keep dropping here. I'm also watching silver. Silver did not take out these highs. Okay. So if we look at silver for a second, see what I'm saying in a second here. See how silver just stayed this fair value gap right here? We call it our loop zone. Right there. Just started breaking down. It did not do what gold did. Gold decided to go higher. What does silver have sitting below? All of this liquidity right there. So I'm really watching to see how silver wants to drive there and if gold wants to follow around. Okay. So let's not get too much into gold. I mean silver here, but silver looks like it's going to make that drop. Let's go back to watching gold for a second here. It really looks like it's making that drop, honestly speaking, on gold. Now we're going to interact with price shortly here. Again, this is just me interacting with price, not an invitation for you to take any trades. Hmm. Here's the C4, which kind of already did here. Kind of ran into it there. It might just keep dropping from here. Already did this job. This. Yeah, so again, look at them taking on that liquidity. Then we have this liquidity, and that liquidity. Okay. So if it comes back into C4, I will consider taking shorts there. So you guys know. Yeah. If it even comes back. At this point, you could miss the train. Sell limit. Stop. Again, we're just interacting with price here. We're not doing nothing. This is a demo account. So do not feel invited to press any buttons with me. Into this trade a little bit in a second. Let's increase our leverage, all right? Let's increase the risk here. And let me get like 5. Modify order there. All right, so let's tag this in now. So again, if this wants to drop lower here, I want to see delivery. I want to see price drop aggressively. Should not want to run these highs. If it does, then again, we'll incur a loss there. All right. Again, so we're really watching to see if this could deliver lower prices. Starts breaking higher, then um, that might mean something different, something else. Where's my there's also a loop zone right here. So I want to see price push away from there. What I'm also watching here is the fact that 1 second, guys, because something's going on in the back end that you guys are unaware of. Cool. I want to see price really just aggressively push lower here. I don't like it dancing around here. Like I don't like how it's touching these lows and then pushing away. There's a level of support right here, and I don't like what it's doing. But again, so far, nice rejection we have there. You guys have to bear with me today. I just set up this live stream, so there's other stuff going on in the background. I'm trying to make sure is working. So a little bit I have a couple things going on in the background just so you guys know in case I sound a little distracted. This is just my first time setting up this specific. I've live streamed on my other channel, the Bag Snatcher, but on this one specifically, I just set it up. So there's a lot of things that's going on in the background. I'm trying to make sure technical wise are operated correctly. But so far, again, I like what's happening here. I like how we trade into this level here. And then we could see price deliver one lower here. This would be one false. This would be one right here. But ultimately, I think we go all the way down here. Right? If we start dropping, I think we can really see price make its way back lower. That's what I'm ultimately watching for. Perfect. Now I got this situated there. I think I got this. Did I have it situated now? I think so. Okay. I think I got it situated correctly. I think so. Okay, cool. Yeah. So again, we're watching this closely here. Let's keep watching this, see if this wants to deliver the lower prices. That's what I'm really watching, hoping to see that get delivered. We did break structure here. Now, if it goes higher, right, will I still be inclined to want to take some sales? Now, let's see. I could technically trade into this fair value gap here and deliver lower still. This is what I'll do real quick. I see something here. Let's put this right here. Again, ideally though, I don't want to see it trade higher, but I'm giving it grace because if you look right here, there's another loose zone right here. I'm just drawing this out. This is on a 2-minute chart. I always check different time frames. There's one loose zone right here as well. And if price wants to trade higher, it does need to reject aggressively. Okay. Ideally, should not want to. I wouldn't want to see that, but if it does, in the case that it does, I'm trying to give it a little bit of space to breathe. Again, I want to see these levels I have shaded out drop act as resistance here to price. That's what I want to see. And quite frankly, spending too much time. The way this body closed here, not a fan. I liked how these were closing initially, just wicking in there, and going away. This shows a little bit of momentum, but again, it's still respecting the structure high, so everything's still fine and dandy. But these are just the early warnings that I see in the charts that could lead to a price running higher real quick to snatch out those that want to be short. Okay. 15-minute perspective, 5-minute. price is really pressing that loose zone. This is not what you want to see when you're trying to short this. Ideally, you just want to see wick, and then drop. When bodies start coming to here, that again, that's a sign where, again, it can still drop, but that's a sign where you kind of want to be watching and expecting something. Um, that's not the best of deliveries. Put it that way. My mind's telling me they're gonna run these highs now. Again, we're really watching to see how this candle goes. 15 seconds, 14 seconds to close. This 1 minute chart, so really watching. It still hasn't given us a close outside its range, which is still solid. But I don't like the way the candles are. The bodies are literally closing this level. It's not a strong indication. Let's see if this can create a swing high. This would be great if it can create a swing high. Meaning swing high, meaning I wouldn't want to see you go above this candle's high anymore. See if we can get that. This candle should want to drop. Again, I don't want to see run above these highs anymore. It reduces the probability of the trade playing out. If we see a run above these highs right here, it just reduces the probability of it playing out. Nasdaq looks like it's moving. I should have been a Nasdaq. Nasdaq's giving us nice little buys here, man. Oh man. Nasdaq looks sexy to say the least. Wow. Oh, Nasdaq giving some nice buys. Nasdaq's out of there. All right, Gold. I don't spend time with you now. Give me something, because Nasdaq. If we just stayed on Nasdaq, Nasdaq would have given us some nice delicious buys. Gold, you owe us something now. Give us this drop. I'm just dancing too much in here, guys. Dancing too much there. My favorite pair, by the way, is Nasdaq. So for me to abandon Nasdaq and trade gold is doing this dancing around. Nasdaq is giving me some nice, sweet buys. Not fun. Necessary. We'll abandon gold if necessary. Drop ship to Nasdaq in a second. Yeah, I don't like that movement right there. Not a fan. That's not a good indication, guys. No bueno. Close this one out. Well, let's just do this. I'm just gonna move the stop loss here. I really want to look at Nasdaq in a second. It's so slow. Really not a fan. Let's just close this out. It's not giving me anything. Hmm. Be a little more patient. Patience, young one, they say. I don't like the price action being frank. I don't like how we close outside of this fair value gap here. So this could really run higher. That's a nice indication there. Cool. Yeah, so I got to trade because, again, when you see price run above like that and all that dancing around, there should have been a smooth swing high created and drop. So I don't like gold right now. Let me just go to NASDAQ and see if we can find something that's better. I'm just going to focus on NASDAQ now. Okay. What am I looking at for NASDAQ? I wish I can get back in here. Put a stop loss right here. And guys, we're just interacting with price. This is not invitation for you to follow or take any trades with me. This is just how I'm interacting with price here today. Make it five. Five contracts. Mine never even goes an entry. Go on that 1 minute chart, see how this looks actually. Let's do this. Let's make it lower, a little bit lower. Hold on, buy limit. Come on. A little bit lower here. We're gonna do this a little bit lower. And I want to push this a little bit right here. Okay. Let's see if we can get this on NASDAQ. I want to see a push into this level. This guy at that C4. If price goes beyond that, it needs to hit this level here and then reject. I like how we overcame this fair value gap. So something similar we saw on gold, where gold overcame that 1 minute level and then kept pushing. Same thing here. Nasdaq has overcome this 5 minute level. Now I want to see these highs get tagged. And perhaps never puts in the entry because this is a 1 minute fair value gap right here. I really could use for an entry. I think it's gone. Gone with the wind. What I'm gonna do here is just buy. Why am I buying? This is somewhat of a breakout, you can say, trade. Delete this out the way. All right, again, we're expecting these highs to get tagged here. Why did I buy? We have this fair value gap here. Okay. Loot zone, as we call it. price trade into that and start pushing away. Again, price might never give us. Let me put stop loss in place first of all. Can't trade without a stop loss, guys. Sometimes price might not give you that, break and retest where it breaks structure and then hits it. There's a scenario where you just want to hit the fair value gap and then take off. Again, I rather would have seen that level get hit, but and maybe they perhaps still come back and get it. So I can put this appropriately here. Perfect. But I want to see that level get hit. It fails to do it. So I just wanted to. I was watching fair value gap, saw it taken away. And what could now happen now? What could happen is this level can now act as a C4. These last two down close candles. So I was trying to buy within that range ideally. Mm-hmm. Okay. So that could add C4. If it doesn't, then it's just going to run here, take out lows, and now I want to see keep going higher. But I'd rather be in the trade than not be in it. Okay. So as much as I did, I want to see price drop in here. It's 5-minute inverse level. Take off. I'd rather still just be in price, knowing that this could potentially act as a C4, these last down close candles, and take us to what these highs right here. And then potentially on this 1 minute time frame. Mm-hmm. Okay. And potentially, I'll draw this out right here. So again, let's see if these down close candles can act as quote unquote support or C4 take us higher. See, I'm giving the trade enough room where even if it decides to go lower and actually go to the level I was initially expecting, right? I'm still giving it grace. Giving the trade enough room. But then if it goes below here, if it was to, I would expect these down close candles to support price. If it does not, then I will just be offside. Okay. But the way I look at price, like, okay, you get to the charts. Who's been winning so far? It's been sellers. So that's why I'm even intrigued in buying because the price has just been dropping aggressively. Aggressively. So I'm expecting these highs to get tagged. Let me go to regular trading hours for a second here. I'm starting to get that push. And then regular trading hours, what do we have here? We have something called, so look at price actually open right here. I'm just going to call this a new day opening gap. That's where price opened. That's where price closed. On the regular trading hours, that's where price opened and closed. So this huge gap took place. I could just correctly what price is our target. Okay. So there's a huge gap in price. It took out these lows here. Let's look at this from a fully first. Cool. So it took out these lows. Boom. And now it's trading. So ideally, we do want to see if price can, one, first of all, get back into this gap. There's a huge gap in price. It's right here. Yeah, top of this candle. There's a huge gap in price. that exists between this candle's open, this candle's closed. So I think you want to see price at least trade into that level. Okay? So see if we can get that. And on top of that, some highs there, right? It's a liquidity pool. Now, what would be nice to see is if price does trade above here, right? If you're using this level as support to then go to these highs. Because again, these are people that are also seated winning in their positions. All right. That's what I'm also watching. I wonder if gold end up dropping. Can't help but to check. Nope. Good thing we left gold alone. Good thing we left gold alone. Okay. So again, you see how price acted as C4, like I told you guys, right? That's why I just got in that trade because regardless, I'm somewhat in the range, a little bit above the range of C4, but you know sometimes you're not gonna be perfect. And on top of that, we did have a loot zone right here. So we had a loot zone where price got into, and then we had a C4 right here. Boom, price taking off. Now again, these highs are target because they are the ones that are profitable right now. The question is how if we pierce those highs, how aggressively, how much more do we want to move? Do we want to even keep on moving to these highs? It's a real question we got to ask ourselves. Just live trading these markets, nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. And the price is just stalling there. Looks like I just pause the charge or something, but I know they're gonna ideally they're gonna run these highs out. So let's keep our eye on that real closely. Watch how price again. If they run it, I want my question: do they want to run it aggressively, or just gonna run it to reject it? I'd rather see them run it aggressively. If we are to keep on getting some type of continuation higher. Let me shift charts for a second here. Perfect. Cool. Yeah, it's dancing there. The way I look at it is like if it's giving retail that thinks they can just sell that resistance the opportunity to make decisions here. Some people are going to be selling this thing because they see a resistance here, but I want to see it get ran right through and take the liquidity. Again, we're just reading price. That's all I'm doing here. All right, and I'll probably switch you guys till there we go. See that run right there? Boom. And what we can do here, again, we take partials right here. So we partially close. Let's take two off. Just watch how prices keep going there, right? I think we can see price continue to go higher, but let's just take two off. Ain't nothing wrong with taking partials. All right, so you see how beautifully that played out. Clean heist. We did have one casualty on gold, unfortunately. And at this point, what we can do is just move our stop loss and profit, right? And this could come tag us out. It's very close to price if price starts dancing around too much. I think we keep going here. All right. So you guys saw that clean heist right there. I told you guys my logic why. Yes, I want to come down here first. But we did have a loot zone right here. Because what's important is one thing to understand the concepts. Your logic needs to be correct. So getting really close. Took off a little percentage there. And my question is, do we want to keep going high? And look, there's more C4s being created, so nothing to worry about here. See this down close candle, boom, we're exploding from it. Beautiful. Now the question is, do we want to take out these highs? Okay, I think we can, unless we just start rejecting aggressively. One thing we also have to pay attention to though, these same highs right here on S&P 500 have not been ran out. Do I think they get tagged? Yes. Look at how beautiful that is, right? Price is pushing. And then probably gonna get to the 50% of this range. If you draw 1 hour, like all this dropping that took place. 50% of that range is here, high to low. It's right at, it's called 19,360. So let's keep that in mind. Summarizing, but 19,360. Let's see if we get 19,360 at minimum. Now take some more off there. If we get there. At this point, your job is already done. Like I can close out a whole trade here. I mean, who wouldn't be happy with $358, right? $358 right there. And again, I already took partials, so a little bit more. But clean heist. Beautiful, right? Let's take a screenshot of this so we can put this into the repertoire. So download image. There we go. It's called the Bag Snatcher. Snatching bags all summer. Hope you guys like that one, man. Put something in the chat if you liked it. But we are live at the Texas Heist, community of traders in H Town, Texas. You just want to get everyone together, man. Get everyone together. Teach you guys the game. Teach you guys the sauce. Do in-person events. Have a great time in H Town while we trade. Trading game can get lonely sometimes. Sometimes you need people that are gonna hold you accountable. You need people that's gonna, give you some motivation, a little pep talk sometimes. Sometimes you just need to watch someone that's been doing longer than you execute and take action on these charts. And here you are seeing me execute on these charts beautifully right in front of you live. All right. So again, I'm watching the fact that this could start rejecting. I don't like how um, S&P 500 has not taken out similar highs. If you look at S&P 500 chart, you see there's a high right here that has not been taken out. It's going towards it. I think it's going to get there. It's just being a little slow. But I don't like seeing those things. So I'm giving you the cautionary tales as well. Like when do I feel a little bit uncomfortable? Situations like that. Okay. But so far, look at the down close candles, right? We call them C4s. All these down close candles here, it runs into it, supports price. Down close candle here runs to these ones, supports price. Fair value gap higher, boom, or loot zone, C4 here again with a loot zone right here. Then highlight that, takes off. C4, price is going higher and higher, okay? That's good. That's what you want to see. My dog is over here sleeping and his foot is just hitting his cage. Like it's like he's running. It's like he must be running a heist. His foot just moving. He must be running away from the laws. It's a clean getaway, buddy. He is sleeping and his paws are hitting the cage. He is having a dream. They're running a heist. Maybe just snatch a bone and he's like, I'm gone. I'm gone. Hey, we're trying the Texas Heist Dog Club. If you're trying to join, you got a dog, let us know. Or we're gonna do a Texas Heist Dog Club. All right. Because my dog's out here running heists in his sleep. I hear him running. What I'm gonna do here, guys, is move my stop loss higher. And again, this trade play, once this trade is already playing out, but I don't really care to risk more. Ideally, I just want to see this thing keep on going higher. S&P 500 is taking a little longer than I wanted to take. So when that happens, we could see what happened. Oh, we could see price start reversing it. Again, it was a small trade, but nonetheless, a trade. taken live. Okay. Now we're seeing that rejection take place. It's in a C4. Let's see if that holds up. Let's see the C4 wants to hold up, right? Tom Hogarth will say, as people exit their positions, like I just did, he adds on to his position. So perhaps we can add on right here, but I'm not going to do that. But this could be a good add-on. It really could be. Because we have a C4. We're hitting it. We want to see, we're watching it. Does this one act as support? And again, we're just going to watch price. No need to add on. No need to, increase our risk, increase our leverage. Just be happy and content. Keep in mind, already had a killer trade. I already had a killer trade on gold earlier. That I'm going to break down for you guys within the Texas Heist later on today. So I'm not really trying to have a record breaking trade. And this was a very clean trade to begin with. Very, very, very nice, clean trade. Called out live for everyone. So I'm happy you guys seen that. You saw how, yes, I did try to take gold, but I told you guys what were the barriers in the way, right? Um, gold might want to do something now. Gold trying to do something now? Is gold trying to do something now? If we go below here, I really don't like what's going on here. This could just take us out. Really could. Want to go in the trenches with me? Let's go in the trenches. There's a loot zone. Trying to see. Does this want to hold up right here? On the 15-second chart. Does that loot zone want to hold up? Start closing outside of that. I'm just going to exit my position. Look at that loot zone. Look how price close right there. Then close outside of it. Just close at the bottom of it to go a little higher. Does that keep on holding price? Is the question. Or do we start dropping from here? Start dropping, then I'm just going to be out the trade. Now in the trench, you're on the 15 seconds with the back snatcher. Running this Texas heist. Trying to see if gold can keep on. NASDAQ can keep on doing what it's doing. See, gold is in my mouth because I'm watching gold. All right, guys, I'm close on out. We are done here. Yeah, we're done. All right. That was it. Nothing. Okay, why is it not closing? Come on, close out. See, we're using this demo accounts. They waste time. All right. So that was simple. Nothing crazy. Straight to the point trading. This price will not reject from here. Who knows? If you saw that, caught that live, again, all we're doing is demoing. Look at gold. See, it hit. So, it hit his level and I was dropping. Perhaps it can give us a nice little entry. Trying to avoid double doing too much here, but man. Gold looks like it wants to bust out the window. Let's go back to gold. Should we go back to gold, guys? Or should I just call it a day? Gold, gold, gold. Huh. It's giving a breakdown. We got a structure break right here. All right. Boom. Went higher. We dropped again. Boom. I mean, I would like to drop all the way back down here. If I'm being 100 with you guys. If I'm being 100. It's one of those where, like, you got know when to fold them. Know when to walk away. Know when to run. You better count your money. When you're sitting, I don't even know the song. My dad's played that a lot. I'm not gonna touch gold. It's sneaky. This thing is sneaky. Let me show you guys my execution. I'm not gonna touch you, gold. I know you want to drop, but maybe you don't want to drop. Is it showing? Oh, this is the wrong. This is the freaking wrong account. This is a wrong. This is my bullshit account. This is when I start with tech. This is for Texas Heist here, guys. Texas Heist account. Dang, I clicked place on the wrong account. Sorry, guys. I'm mad now. I was supposed to keep everything on one clean accord. Anyways, this is Texas Heist demo account. See that sell I took? Buys here and there's some buys there. I mean, it was a nice, crazy trade. So I said, focus on price now. What do you think price is gonna do now? I need answers. I don't know. I need answers. I do like this fair value gap here. I'll tell you that. So funny enough, if I had left my stop loss in place initially, I think I had it just right above here. I think I did. But again, look at how price once it closed above there, dropped in and then went higher, took out its liquidity, then we dropped. So took a minor. Now what I'll be watching if I was trading this thing is here. Does this want to give us a drop? Does this want to give us a drop? Oh, gold. Does gold want to give us another drop? Just interacting with price. We are not here to we're just interacting with price. Not here to promote pressing any buttons. But I do like that fair value gap. Or as we call it in the Texas High Salute Zone. I also do see we have this going on here. Makes me wary. But where are the sitting ducks? Who is currently in position to win? I would say some buyers. Sellers were enjoying sales here. Then boom, knocked them out. The sellers are actually back in motion. And then buyers, took place. Boom, boom. Right? On a 15-minute chart. We had a retracement. So buyers might want to buy because they're happy. But I think they can unseat the buyers. I just don't know if I want to be a part of this heist anymore. It is NFP week. It is NFP week. And you guys seen how jagged price has been the past couple days. I really do like this. I'm just holding myself back from actually engaging with this. Oh, might as well engage, right? We're running demo. Let's engage. It's already moving away. It's already moving away, unfortunately. Should have really been getting in right there at the tippy top. The Nasdaq went all the way deeper. Get away from Nasdaq. Let's get away. Go back to gold. Let's see something about. Yeah, I mean it looks clean. It looks highly professional, clean. It looks clean. It really does. So this would be something to study. Watch to see if this delivers price lower. I don't feel like interacting with it. But watch it to see if this delivers lower. I think these lows are in real jeopardy right here. I think those lows get tagged all day, every day. Now we're just studying how this loot zone could deliver price lower, right? Loot zone. Loot zone, loot zone, loot zone. The Texas Heist bag snatcher. Now, this up close candle just deliver lower. So let's just sell this real quick. Interacting with price. Let's just sell this real quick. That thing is so slow. Training, you gotta change your demo accounts. This thing makes no sense. We'll put a stop loss here. Should put above the. Let's put above the loose zone. Put above the loose zone. Loot zone. I really like what's going on here, guys. I actually do. So this looks, the up close candle looks like it's at C4. Let's draw that out ahead of time, right? On gold. This is good. It really shouldn't want to even go back to the zone. Or giving it enough room to play out. Silver is busting out the window. Again, where do we want to target? These lows right here. You know what? My stop loss really. I like it up here. But the C4, I want to see it deliver lower. We're going to bring this up a little bit. Even closer right here. There goes someone stuffing something at my door. All right, so we have this loot zone here. I want to see it deliver price lower. If it starts going above this level, then I will be very, I don't want to say concerned, but my optimism dies down a little bit. To say the least. Gold is a beast. Gold is a beast. It's sneaky sometimes. So I want to see that as a C4, and we're seeing that not happen. Our last level, we're just interacting with price here, right? At these levels that we're talking about in the Texas heist. This is not a reason for you to get in the trade. None of that stuff. So this move here, not a fan. Let's see if we get it rejected. If not, we're probably gonna see if how price reacts when we get to this loot zone. But what is in the way, right? We have this as well in the way. That's why I didn't want to, that's why I was like, you want to identify every level. Ideally, you want to trade when there's nothing in the way. This is in the way. So as much as, yes, we could have seen price drop lower, it would be better if price was to get below here first and then give us resistance in the drop. Again, we're just interacting with price. And if this is good, if this loose zone is good, we don't want to see it trade all the way to the high of it. Maybe the midpoint. We definitely don't want to see it close. See that aggression? Exactly what we don't want to see. It needs to start rejecting soon. Not, yeah, it's moving too much momentum. So, mhm. Gold, tricky little thing. Mhm. All right, hit the high of that loose zone. It needs to reject. It needs to reject. If this has any validity to it, let's reject. If not, price is probably gonna dance around. Again, I rather have not seen that, but this is still valid. We just need to watch how does this candle want to close here. We're still, yeah, it's pushing with aggression though. You can see the momentum. You raise the momentum on the 1 minute time frame. Look at that push. Hmm. Gold. That's why I didn't want to interact with it initially, because I did see this loot zone as well here, because these are support resistance levels. So as much as yes, I do see the fact that that gold can drop lower here. When you see support in the way, it should make you more cautious. Okay. Ideally, you don't want to trade against any loot zones or fair value gaps. That's a level where smart money will want to interact with price. We're seeing that happen here. It touched here and it's now pushing. Now it's this level. We're trying to see if sellers can now still step back in. But the overall structure is this. The broke structure is still within this order block here, C4. So it could still trade deeper in here, but I just wouldn't be a part of it. If this trade knock me out, then I'll call it a day. Um, I'll call it a day if that was to happen. Again, I don't like this is exactly what you don't want to see, right? Look at that strong candle right here. 1 minute chart. So it should get you guys used to just interacting with price levels. That's all. Again, no invitation to press any live buttons. I'm telling you guys right now, do not do it. Do not do it. Do not do it. I'll never press a trade to take a demo. I mean, to take a live trade. None of that stuff. You're free to do something in your demo account, but I'll never tell you guys to take a live trade. So please do not do that. Pleading with you right now. I will not be liable for your wins or your losses. You decide when you want to place a trade, not I. I'll never tell you to do so. Mm-mm. I'm not gonna move that stop loss, but if it hits it, hits it. Looks like it's about to hit it too. And this is another within the lower time frame. There's one little low zone right here. It'll be interesting to see if it hits it and then still drops lower. But let's just tag this area right here. We'll just do this since okay, I'm gonna let it go. If it hits it, hits it. But just know it could hit it and reject overall. But let's just keep watching. And again, I will be dipping at the top of the hour. I have other things to do. There we go. So gold What's this going on? Gold is tricky today, guys. It's not really tricky. Again, the sales were just valid initially for the day. It already did its job. The reason why, even if you look on the 1 hour chart, this is why I was hesitant initially to take it, right? Look at this fair value gap right here. Okay? So this could decide to actually keep going higher and actually make its way to these highs. All right. Again, today we're just really interacting with price, watching what price is doing. So please do not sit there and take any, unless you're taking a demo trade. That's what I'm doing. Nasdaq's not doing shit after all that. So gold actually. Let's look at this 1 hour chart real quickly here. These are sitting profitable traders. Price could want to go for that. And looking now, that price actually broke structure here. We could see price make his way here. Really could see that. I've been really obsessed with gold really just going below these lows. It has not decided to do that, guys. Every time it comes here, it just moves away. But why is that? It does have a loot zone, but man, can you just do your thing? The answer seems to be no. This is right here. This is another, right here. Drop in here. Boom. This could give a little push. Is that your bestie? You got a casualty today playing with gold. Playing with gold. Can't play with gold. All right, watching this range now. I guess this will be my last. I definitely got to dip in a second here. I feel like we're going to run these highs now. I really feel that now. All of this right here is going to get ran out. The question is not going to be a part of it. Is it even going to give us an opportunity? Nope. It's gone with the wind. It's gone. It is gone. I'm looking at silver. I have like 6 screens here to my right. I have silver. Silver, I can just see the price moving. The chart just moving up. Gold is out of there. I don't even think it's going to give us a chance to get in. What I was hoping for, yeah, is out of there. Mm-hmm. Bam. Mm-hmm. Just because it's a bit of a price high here. Let's interact with this with like, let it breathe. We're watching this right here. See that delivers. I feel like this is. I don't want to take this trade just because we are. Um. I'm tripping. Yeah, this might just. Yeah, I don't want to take this trade because we're a little bit away from the range I like here. Highs to lows. I would like to see a deeper retracement to 50%. That would be ideal. Maybe just drop back in here. That would be great. It gives us that. But again, this might just be the entry here. That's it. This fair value gap right here. Sneaky. So let's watch if this delivers price higher here. Check out these highs. Sitting ducks. You guys see another loop zone that could be the reason why we're having little resistance. Price is gone. It's gone. It ain't coming back. Murder, she wrote. Murder, she wrote. Murder, she wrote, guys. Murder, she wrote. Oh, I thought I could. Murder, she wrote. It ain't coming back. There she go. There she go. I see this. So patience. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Notice right here. Gold, gold, gold. Always tricky. So my Nasdaq is doing my favorite pair. It's NFP, guys. The NFP is a little bit tougher of a week. But you see, I took out those highs there, and this could be all the ones to do. So I'm not trying to click any buttons right now. I'm being very cautious here. If it does want to take off, it should not really breach below here. Let's see how it reacts to this loop zone. Yeah. Let's see how it reacts here. I would like to see go higher at this point, but I'm watching this loop zone. It's acting it's way outside of it. That tells me a couple things. Either on the 1 minute chart, we get back to this level, then we can interact with price. So that's what I'm gonna do. Again, please do not press a single button. We're just doing demo trades, interacting with price. So now it's below the 50% range. Oh, already took off. I'm just buy because we're below 50%. About 5 contracts there. All right. But I do think I can't see it coming back in here. But we are below 50%, so that's what we're trading off of. We got below 50%. That's all I was buying. But I can't see it coming back down here. So if it does, I'll buy 5 more. We're gonna put our stop loss right here, below the swing low. Okay. We're just interacting with price. Stand that, please. Nice. None of you guys taking a trade. Mm-hmm. Funny enough, it might not even get down there. Look at this one right here. This one's actually stronger. Wrong thing. Did it touch it? Nope, still didn't touch it. Okay. Again, we have a stop loss here. It's a little wide, but what would be targeting? For me at this point, a lot of crap that gold has been doing. I would love to see go up here. It's a bigger target. It was 1 to 2, kind of weak, honestly speaking. A weak, guys. A weak. I usually like better trades. That's not even. Usually 1 to 3 is better. 1 to 2 is kind of weak. I'll be real. Okay. Let's see how it interacts here. And on the high time frame, on the 5 minute chart, understand we have this motion. Okay. So the higher time frame proceeds lower time frame. So you have this motion. But 50% of this range, I want to see. I'd rather not see run below these lows. If it does that, we are done for today. So my Nasdaq is doing real quick. No. This is what happens on NFP. And there's another reason why you should not press any buttons for real, unless you're doing demo. NFP is very jagged in price delivery. It's not smooth. Take a step back and look at this. It's not smooth. Like we had these nice sells, had these nice buys, but now it's just not smooth. Even yesterday, look at this. This is NFP typical. All that trash. So understand that as well when you're trading the markets. NFP week is a week you want to be more cautious. Okay, and I was down here. See if we can get a rejection or not. Set this on the 15-minute chart. Mm-hmm. Real tricky. I have work to do. Well, I want to see this 5 minute candle stay in this fair value gap here on inversion loop zone. If not, we're probably going to drop off and keep melting. Again, we're really just sitting here at this point in a back and forth consolidation. At this point, I can see them actually, again, unless we get an immediate response here. If we get institutional response, we'll be good. But at this specific moment, I can see them just drawing price lower and lower and lower and lower and lower and lower. Like this. Yeah, that's what I see right now. I can definitely see that. Let's just get out this trade. I don't, you know, I'm not going to let it hit the stop because I can already see what's happening. I can see it. Okay. So I do have to drop. Again, we're just testing what price is doing back and forth. We had a good trade on NASDAQ. Then gold, we try to take some buys and sells, a couple casualties there. Again, part of the game. Yes, it dropped in here. Could it reject? We'll see. It didn't run out my stop. My stop would have been here, but I do have to freaking drop. This is the first one. This is just us interacting with price. Understand, again, I do not press. Whenever you see me trading live, please don't press a button. We're just interacting with price, um, and that's it. Don't try to place a trade. That's not what I'm trying to invite you to do at all or entice you to do. We literally just reading price. Most of the trades I will not even take on my real account. I'm just literally today, especially NFP week, just interacting with price, showing you guys how I would consider looking at price, how I would interact with price at certain levels when it does certain things. That's all. So with that being said, at this point, there's a lot of fair value gaps or lose zones. You have one here. You have it's a lot going on this chart. I really, really wanted to see silver. I mean, gold really melts. If I'm being frank with you guys, if I'm being 100, but it's not giving that. So that's that. Murder she wrote. Maybe perhaps just stay in this trade. Who knows? Who cares? I just have to drop. I have some work to do. But again, watch to see if this range wants to stay in place, high, low, and keep pushing. Because we have, again, a loop zone right here. Unless, in my mind, honestly, unless price decides to um, break below this fair value gap, we probably are going to just stay bullish. Unless price decides to break below here. So yeah, perhaps I could have stayed left my stop loss where it's at. But again, I have to drop. So notice how it just came down to this C4 right here and never really broke the structure. And this is C4 plus. C4 plus. It never broke the structure. You just hit there and reject it. That's a good thing. If you're bullish, that's what you want to see. But again, all this dancing around, not a fan. But if I'll say one thing it's going to do, it's probably going to take out these highs. Price does not like, the market does not like leaving. These highs are going to be tagged. It's not leaving like smooth areas of place. That's why, again, I keep referencing these lows here. Too smooth. At some point, you got to take it. Maybe they just never do because this loop zone is holding off. But with today's price action right here, more than likely, see how smooth this high is, this high? They're probably going to push that higher. And, again, we could have stayed in that trade. It's all demo here. It didn't take the range. If you do this right here, actually overall nice. Could have been a nice, actually decent trade right here, but 50%. Price traded here. We took the buys. Stop loss below here. I was just trading off 50%. But the level that really existed in price was PD array right here, this C4 plus, which when you see price hit there could act as an explosion. So I never took out the range for a buyer. So this is good if you're a buyer. You want to see that. Ideally see price continue higher. We have institutional sponsorship now with price doing this. Remember I told you guys I don't want to see a 5 minute candle close outside of this range. All we had was the bodies closed at a midpoint and then wick. This is a better scenario where you see a wick versus a full body aggressively attacking the area. It makes it harder for Price to, respect that level. So that being said, I am stopping the stream now. Catch you guys in the group chat. We'll talk about gold, what happened. We'll break down what happened in Price and further expectations for the day. So, back snatcher out. See you later today on our what's it called? In our chat, whatever it is. All right. Catch you on next one.